Yo, Tony B back from the comic shop, taking over the world, one comic at a time. Love it. This trip, I'm kind of getting into these things. Got me a Ghost Rider upside down, but we'll get that right side up. Got me a Ghost Rider box. I have enough to fill it up. I just wanted to give them a special little home. Ghost Rider is... I'll have to put a link to the video I did where I had some story time with Ghost Rider. It's kind of funny. I felt like I was doing something wrong reading Ghost Rider because it's such a, it's so religious. When you're a kid, it can get scary, but you know what? Your boy did it and survived. Also, appearance of Rubber Band Spawn. Shout out to Rachel. She created this little dude. Look at that cape. The detail is incredible, unsurpassed. So if you need some rubber band action, hit up Rachel at Speeding Bullet Comics. Matt, pleasure to see him. Glad I got to see him. I'm going to do some fan art for The Grave. And speaking of The Grave, picked up a copy of the anthology version that Speeding Bullets did for the store. I'm totally into The Grave. And it's one of those things where I'm not just saying that because Matt's a friend and he's my guy. He gave me some details, more of the origin of The Grave, where he was at when he came up with ideas. That stuff's important, and it's a pleasure to hear it. Maybe Matt can chime in and give some more details. But The Grave is set in the 20s in Oklahoma City. We're at home here. We have our own superhero. And he's at the newspaper office, and this is where he has his connection to crimes that The Grave must solve. These criminals they may not get justice beyond The Grave. He'll have to hit us up, man. It'd be cool for Matt to smarten us up on the history, and there's great local art in here. And I want to emphasize that. I'm not just pumping this up just because we're friends. It's local. It's, you know me, man. I'll tell you, I'll keep everything positive, but if something doesn't resonate, I'll tell you it doesn't resonate. But I will say this, local does create a very special connection, which the major titles and stuff like that you just can't get. And I'll give you an example, like Oklahoma City. It's home. It's special, and it's just cool, man, to have a hero like this. I think there's more too. I'll have to network out a little bit more. If you live in different places, I know Christian, my guy from Austria, shout out to him. I might just send that to him just to give him some of this Oklahoma flavor. And, I'd like to get some information for you guys. If you want to check it out, I'll send it to you. If you email me and say, hey, I'd like a copy, I'll buy it for you and I'll send it to you. Let's just say the first two people. We'll keep it at that and just see how it goes. So the brown bag, special day. Man, I spent a lot of money on books this week, but you know what? I'm going to keep doing it because I love it. And I love doing this for you guys too. It's fun. So I saw this. I love these big black label books. This is book 3 of Wonder Woman Dead Earth. I'm getting more into the Wonder Woman stuff. Growing up, man, I just wasn't there. But the Absolute Universe has opened me up a little bit. I'm meeting more people that are into the old school Wonder Woman before the Absolute. And they tell me stuff, and it kind of opens that door a little bit. But Dead Earth, issue 3, and Daniel Warren Johnson with Mike Spicer on colors. It's hard to pass up. Really is. So I'll have to do a Benjamin Button and go backwards. But even the flip through I did, it's good stuff. Look at that artwork. That's a potty mouth panel. When I saw that, I was like, holy shit. And if you have a potty mouth panel, share it with everybody. They are the best. Totally dig it. So I'll bag that bad boy up, keep it archived until I get the rest. And Matt hooking me up. He always like treats me good, man. But I'll probably buy more stuff based on what he gives me. So it's a good relationship. You know, I'm not just mooching. He hooks me up with stuff that may be good review candidates. I'm into Starman. I'm collecting that whole series thanks to Matt. James Robinson is a fantastic writer, and it's just so worth it. And I can't believe how affordable it is. So if you're into like fantastic artwork, Tony Harris, he's really good. And James Robinson, great. It's worth the trip, even a trade paperback. But we talked a little bit about the art. I totally dig art like this. I really call it like more grounded, more close to earth. And the reason why I say that, it's like it's more close to, you know, your buddy, like working on something. Or it's more, I say grounded and close to earth. It's more relatable. It's hard to find the words. And you definitely don't want to sound like you're diminishing the quality. I mean, it's top quality. It's just different. And I like different. You know, there's always better than, less than, and different than. If you hit different than is such a sweet spot. If you can hit that, you have a fan in Tony D. Yeah, totally looking forward to checking this out. Thanks, Matt. I can't tell you how thankful I am that your shop has really opened its arms and embraced me. I can be a bit talkative, but you guys put up with me, and I consider you guys family, and it's cool. Comic shop should feel like family, man. If you go to a comic shop and you just don't feel like a close connection, or if you just feel like someone's spending money, man, branch out a little bit more. You know, it won't fit in my regular bag. Because I do like things to be protected. But on that note of comic shops, like, you should feel welcome. You should be able to talk about all the little things that you may think people may think is stupid or like corny or nerdy. That's got to make sense to some people. Because I remember comics was an extremely nerdy thing to the point where you can get shamed over it. But man, we've gone so far past that. And that's why I always tell people now is a fantastic time to be a comic book fan. You know, we're in a space now where your hobbies are cool. You should embrace them. You should be able to talk about them. And I don't know, man, I'm just totally leaning into the past where really the 80s, when you got to a certain age, you get clowned. I mean, you just would. And if you wanted to hook up with chicks, it was like this was a killer for that. Now it's cool. There's plenty of hot chicks into this, and it's all good. Saw the section, so I did some digging. I have some more modern books on the X, I believe. You know, and these are like $2-3. This one was $1.50, so they're, you know, it's very affordable. The X is kind of hard to describe. I think I was in that mood because of perusing The Grave. It's an old school hero. It's actually really cool. I'll probably do it injustice trying to describe all of it, but this is just really what I bought, why I bought it. But the artwork really sucked me in. You know, just being in the mood for some nostalgia, some old school type heroes, and just the artwork. I think what Sada did, he did, yeah, this one right here. And he's good. So it's a pleasure to have these in the collection. Check out Speeding Bullet Comics. You dig in their back stock, you're going to find stuff. It's really cool. Shout out to Dan. He always helps me out when I go in. Dan is very knowledgeable. You know, the whole staff is. Each one of them brings something to the table. Rachel's very friendly. She's very interested in what you're interested in. And she really listens to me. She takes that time, and it's cool. I'm totally, you know, I'm kind of mushy today. You know what I mean? They've been really good to me. So the X, that's why I got the X action. Oh, I'd like to see a team up. The Grave and X. I wonder what time frame. So yeah, that opens up some fantastic doors, right? Team ups, maybe multiversal type things. Art. See, like, I'm gonna totally butcher that. Matt has the same issue. Corkley McCole. Jordy Ensign. Okay. Script, Stephen Grant. We shall see. Yeah, so this is that art where I was describing the Grave as like more grounded, more, it's just that whole, like, it could be your friend in school, like, doing like a challenging themselves with like a hardcore project and then asking you, hey, what do you think about this? Like, look at that shot. Like, that's brilliant to me. Totally dig it. And if you watch the channel for a while, you'll see that I get hyper focused on little details. And I don't know, the more I review, the more I get like that. And it's cool, man. I totally dig it. I love expanding how I look at things. You know, are you seeing it or are you looking at it? There's a difference. There really is. I'll go ahead and tape this one up, man. I don't want to read them yet. You know, I have so many series that I'm starting to collect, and then I just need to finish up. I'm doing pretty good. I'm getting close on some. I'll give you some examples. Youngblood, New Men, Brigade, Stormwatch, Authority. Totally dig those, big time. And speaking of Youngblood, you know, just a few pesos and your boy got him a copy of Youngblood to throw into the collection. Here's why I got this one, is because of that character right there. Is this a speedster? Totally reminded me of the Flash, so I grabbed it. And I'm collecting all the volumes, and I shall have them. I'm not sure what volume this is. It's kind of funny, there's like 6 of them. There's quite a bit, and there's quite a few of it's Youngblood Strike File, Youngblood, you know, some other name. But it's cool. I think Brigade is Strike File, maybe. I'll find out. But this whole time in the 90s, they were coming up with fresh new characters. It was, in Liefeld, he was flooding the market with newness, and it was fantastic. I wish I could go back to the 90s. If I had the ability to go back to an era in time, it would be the 90s, for sure. Even with all its flaws, it's very nostalgic for me, and it's very endearing, really. Just all this newness was just, it was fantastic, man. You could get lost, and that was a, you know, a big part of comics for me for a while, was just getting lost. But you always had a way out. You could anchor. So I got some keys for my Ghost Rider box. Your boy had to get some Ghost Rider, so I went ahead and did my thing with Comic Key Collector. Just kind of pull up what keys were available. This is my favorite run, not the Midnight Suns, but I'll show you. I believe it's volume 2 of Ghost Rider that launched in the 90s, and Andy Kubert, Joe Kubert, on the cover. I didn't see that going into this. So, great. Always great to see the Kuberts. Are they legends in the game? I'll give them the title, man. Dude, I have so many legends, it ain't even funny. They're top 10 for me. So, this key is first team appearance of the 9, aka the Midnight Suns. First appearance of Caretaker. That's interesting. First appearance of Lilith, Mother of Demons. And first appearance of Meat Market, an offspring of Lilith. Now, let me ask you this, and if you know, chime in. Is this Mother of Demons, Lilith, tied to the Incredible Hulk run going on now? I'm not sure. If you know, smarten your boy up, man. I need some closure on that. I'll give y'all a few days and then I'll do my research. You know, it's amazing with technology now, man. There's no reason not to know things that you want to know. But collaboration and sharing is the way to go. So we got this action put down in my Ghost Rider box. Second key, had to make some notes. Yeah, this is a series that I totally, probably my favorite. I believe it's volume 2 and first appearance of a villain called Suicide with regenerative powers given by Mephisto, who has been in a TV series, a Netflix series, or Disney, you know, whatever. But I'm not, that's kind of a weird thing with me. I'm not real, Tex is a great artist, dude. You talk about punk aesthetics, like if you remember punk from the 80s, like Flyers, totally dig that type of art. It's raw, it's gritty, it's good. But yeah, great series, man. Like I said, Ghost Rider was one of those things as a little kid. I remember distinctly, oh gosh, I don't know how old I was, man. I was a child, like maybe 6 or 7. And I remember having a Ghost comic that showed the panels of him transforming. And I do remember thinking this, like, man, how did I get this? Like, oh, this is going to get away if my mom finds out how graphic it is, because his face is melting. I even felt that way about Doctor Strange. Oh, here's an interesting one. Let me know on this, too. They say this is the first glow-in-the-dark cover. I don't know. Me and Matt talked about it, but Key Collector says it is. That's an interesting thing. You know, tonight I'll turn the lights off and see if I can. Yeah, man, Tex is on full display. Great stuff. If I was to recommend this series of Ghost Rider to start collecting, it would be this one. First one's great too, but this one was really cool. It's a standout from the 90s. Just keep doing what we're doing. So I hope you got something out of it. Remember, man, first 2 people, if you come up with, I mean, hey, if you want a copy, your boy will send you one. Totally into hooking you up. Expanding your horizons. Look at it that way. So, there it is. Get it.